I didn't believe in ghosts, not really. Not until the night I stayed at Monte Cristo. The house was still. Almost too still. The silence clung to me like humidity. I'd heard rumors of a woman in black, always watching from the upper windows, but it's easy to dismiss things you haven't seen with your own eyes. I was taking photos on the second floor when my camera suddenly clicked twice. On its own. I froze. When I checked the images, there she was, a woman in black standing behind me. Veil, pale face, empty eyes. I turned around. No one. Just an old mirror. And a fresh handprint on the glass. Later that night I heard soft footsteps outside my room. I stepped into the hallway and saw her again. Same black dress, this time closer. I didn't sleep, and when I left the next morning I thought I was safe. But when I developed the rest of my photos, she was there. In every single one. Even the ones I took after I left. I was just there for the history. I'd always been fascinated by old homes. And Monte Cristo was Australia's most haunted. So of course, I had to see it for myself. During the tour, the guide mentioned the basement, how it wasn't part of the regular walkthrough. He said that long ago, a stable boy had been chained up down there. Abused. Forgotten. Said people still hear him crying in the dark. Everyone laughed. I didn't. Later, while the others were upstairs, I found the door. It wasn't locked. The air changed the moment I stepped down. Heavy. Wet. Wrong. I turned on my phone flashlight. The beam caught something in the far corner. Small. Hunched. Breathing. I froze. It looked like a child. But the proportions weren't right. The limbs were too long, its head jerked up. And its eyes glowed in the light. It opened its mouth, and the sound that came out didn't belong to anything living. I ran fast, but the basement door had slammed shut behind me. I don't remember screaming, but someone eventually opened it. The guide. He didn't ask if I was okay, he just stared at me and asked, "You went down there alone?" I didn't answer. I didn't have to. I went to Monte Cristo with a group of friends thinking it would be an adventure. A spooky night with some history thrown in. But nothing could have prepared me for what happened. It was well into the night when we decided to split up and explore. I ended up wandering down a long dark hallway, and when I passed one of the rooms, I noticed something strange. The door was slightly ajar, but it wasn't part of the tour. I hesitated. The room was cold, the air thick with dust. It felt wrong, almost like something was pressing against me. That's when I heard it. The faint sound of a baby crying. I froze. It was impossible. No one was supposed to be in that room. The cries grew louder, more frantic. It sounded like it was coming from the walls. I pushed open the door, and the sound stopped. The room was empty. Just an old, unused nursery with faded wallpaper and a cracked window. But I could feel it. Something was watching me. As I turned to leave, I heard the crying again. But this time it was right behind me. My heart was in my throat as I spun around, expecting to see something. But the room was still empty. I ran out of the room and rushed back to my friends, but I couldn't shake the feeling. That crying. It followed me. And when I got home, the sound still lingered, echoing in my mind. Every now and then, when I pass a nursery or hear a baby's cry in the distance, I wonder, what's still waiting in the walls of Monte Cristo? Every haunting has a witness. You've just become one. Subscribe and never be alone again.